Good evening, traders. This is a video about DAX for November 21st, and in front of us is the updated chart with zones that I have posted before the open. In my small prep video, I said that this yesterday low zone is the line in sand for bulls, and this here was the line in sand for bears. Main resistance zone was here, Tuesday lows and yesterday high. For US markets also, their respective yesterday lows was and are very important for the bulls to hold. So let's get on the charts. I already placed some dots for the day trading opportunities that we had today. In pre-market, price was made a gap up, and then they're chopping around between pre-market high and pre-market low, basically in 30-point range. So we had before several times a repetitive setup which was gap and go into resistance, but this isn't it. Gap and go, it means gap and then fast move into resistance, and the price is exhausted and we go short. But that wasn't the case today. But nevertheless, when price finally make a move above pre-market high and go inside this main resistance, this was the first touch of the main resistance for today, and it was a good short from here. Nothing really to write home about, because first target was at pre-market lows and this first zone below, and that is one of the trades that I have shown on Twitter. So basically after that, price tested the main resistance again, and now this was really a fast move, and we have a gap up, then chop here, then test, then fast move to the upside. And if you missed this, no big deal, because this was the second test which carried less odds than this first test. When price came down again here, now we have a situation that price is repeatedly chopping here, chopping on the top of this 100 to 120 zone. Basically this is the first test of the zone and the false break of the pre-market low, and bulls are holding this gap. So there are enough reasons for you to attempt along here. If we watch the same chart on futures chart, you could see this is here, this is the gap, and they're holding the gap. So price didn't really try to fill that gap. As would James Dalton, the famous market profile lecturer and teacher, would say, go with the gaps that don't fill quickly. Meaning that go in the same direction if the gap isn't filled in, let's say, first hour of the RTH session, because it wasn't really filled, it was chopping above. So they are holding the price, bulls are holding the price above the gap, and this was our best chance to go long here. And then on 12 o'clock, it's already 3 hours past of the regular trading hours. So now we must ask ourselves, okay, this main resistance zone is tested 2 times. So from here, first target is going to be to the same resistance zone, and second target is going to be on the another zone if this is first zone is breached. It took some time. Today was very slow. It took some time, but they finally breached it. So long here, first target here. So you're already banking something, or if you are all in, all out, you are banking here all, or maybe you're moving your stop to the upside and wait for a bigger target. And then you observe this. Now here you don't want to short this really, because this is 1, 2, now 3, third test, now price is going back, now fourth test, it's testing, and this small range is likely to be broken to the upside, because they are holding now the price above pre-market high. First test of this zone, which I call line in sand for bears, could be a short, but this was for me a warning. The price made a move inside the zone, but then stopped like 2 points or 3 points below the gap. And that is very strange. You know, if you want to fill the gap, you will feel it just by touching it or slightly going above it, and then if the price made a reversal. So I was here with my order, but it was really a break-even trade, and then I watched here, and it's when it's almost like 6 p.m. then that's really not a good time to trade DAX in the after hour. It's better if you want to trade, it's better to trade US markets at 6 p.m. So basically they made a breach of this zone, they filled this gap. I will remove it now, and now we shall see what is going to happen. Important to know that tomorrow is Thanksgiving, and because of that liquidity is already lower on US markets, and the same is going to be on Friday also, because a lot of traders are going to connect Thursday, Friday and the weekend to get 4 days free. On a 4-hour chart, this is how it looks. So far so good, bulls made a move, but now this break above this is 250 zone isn't really something much, not many points above, so it could again they could make here a false break of this. It could roll over, it could continue to the upside. We don't know that. All that we can do is to make sure that we trade only on good locations. And from the daily chart, now we have it's probably going to be bullish engulfing candle in regarding of this prior one, but as I said before, one candle, look how one candle looks really doesn't mean much. Try to not over trade in this kind of conditions. I have received one statement of the one trader, and already he sent me a statement. It was like 12:15, and by 12:15 he already made like 11 trades. He made one good trade here. I think the same like I did, for 40 points, but the rest of those other trades were like -10, -5, -15, +10 or something like that. And he asked me for help and said, why is this happening? I'm down. And this is happening because traders which are novice trader, and this trader is trading just 1 year, it can be death of the 1,000 cuts. This is a chop that just stops you over and over again, and each time it takes your 10 or 15 or 20 points, because there's really nothing to trade in the chop. But traders predict breakouts and breakdowns. They are going long on uptick or short on downtick. They use small stops, and that is why they are being stopped over and over again. So people would try to predict, now this is going to be a breakdown because the price is chopping here on support, but actually price is holding on the support. It is not going to be a breakdown. Price is holding the gap and this level, and that's just chopping here. So if you're short here with a really small stop, you're going to be stopped again and again and again. And on every down tick they think, oh, okay, now it's going to go. But it really doesn't go anywhere. So this is the time when you have to be really patient, and choose the best possible spots for entries. It really isn't easy. We have days when everything is clear to us, then we use Fibonacci retracement and zones and going to on continuation type trades on pullbacks, and there are days when it's super to fade the zones on exhaustion. But there is also a day like this when you see this kind of chopping, slow momentum, holidays tomorrow. You really have to cut down your expectations and to lower your targets. The only good trade for today for us was this here, this long here, and that was also only if you were patient enough to hold for this bigger gain. So tomorrow and for Friday I expect low volatility days, and really be careful and pick your fights. That is all for me for this video. I wish you good night and good trading.